Yeah. Yeah. We squabbling now. What's good, Panther Nation? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I am your favorite armchair GM, CJ.
I am your favorite couch scout extraordinaire, Tony. Come on one time. Y'all know what it is. Victory money, bring the crab back. Yes, sir. Cuz on
Boy,
was good. What's popping?
I, everything, dog. Everything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it feels so good to get a win. So good. And the way that we went out there and won it. Let me tell you. So I remember my barber, he came in here on the preview, was talking a
Hmm.
little bit. And it was funny because I
Oh, the
told
Raiders
Janelle,
fan.
yeah, the Raiders fan. Hey, I was telling Janelle,
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to get a haircut this week. I said, I'm going to be there knocking on the door, whatever day they open. I'm going to be there. As you
Yeah.
can tell, I need one bad right now. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
hey, he called me in the middle of the third quarter. Hey, call the dogs off, man. Call the dogs.
Hey,
Oh
listen.
man. Go ahead,
I
cuz.
want to tap into my whole generational ethnicity right now, but I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna keep it PG. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah,
uh,
I'm with all the smoke for whoever about whatever. The way I'm feeling
okay.
good right now. So
Okay.
but hey, I'm gonna try to keep it copacetic. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead, cuz.
Hey, well, you know what, man? Hey, hey, like I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Okay. It is one game, but it was a hell of a game. Okay.
Yes,
Don't let anybody take that away from us. It was one game, but it was a damn good game. Damn good game.
yes, sir, it
Because
was.
let me tell you, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. Now, I did think we were going to be able to move the ball better. Andy, seasoned veteran, knows what he's
Right.
doing back there in the pocket. But man, when we went down and scored the touchdown, first drive of the game, I was like, okay. Because in my mind, I still wasn't that like, I was into the game, but I was just like, I'm sitting hoping to myself, like, please don't do this again, Panther Nation. Because I was playing Final Fantasy VII on my TV right here, and then I had the game
Right.
playing on the Spectrum map on my screen. So I'm sitting
Yeah.
there playing, I'm just kind of peeping over and I'm looking, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, we already down in the red zone? I was like, what's going on here? And then next thing you know, let me tell you, that game got
Yeah.
PlayStation got cut off real quick. I had to devote all my attention to the game after that.
Hey, well, it's like Friday on our live when we do our preview. We were
Hmm.
talking about what would be the benefits of Andy Dalton coming in and starting would it give the offense some energy. I was saying that I was hoping that we would at least look competent. You know what I'm saying? That we would hopefully get to see what this Dave Canales offense can do with a veteran proven quarterback running the offense. I think that's
Hmm.
one of the one things that a lot of Panther Nation wanted to see was what this offense would look like if you put a competent um QB behind center.
Yeah.
Because we talked about the first two games, like okay, the things that we needed that we said that Bryce Young needed in order to be successful, we got those things, and he still looked the way that he looked. We
Hmm.
improved the interior offensive line. We got weapons, added weapons around him, and we were still not seeing any growth or any progress. So what would it look like when we put a quarterback behind the offensive line with those weapons. And so now I think we had definitely seen what this offense is capable of doing and how that trickulates over to the defense. Because the defense looks different when you play with a lead, when you play 7 to 14 points ahead instead of 7 to 14 points behind. Javian Clowney even mentioned it. Now we have an opportunity to go rush the passer because we ain't just sitting trying to stop the run because now they just run the ball down our throat. So
Yeah.
hey.
I got you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody, for what I'm about to do. I'm about to skip everybody's comments and go to this one here. Bruh, Nakari. Hey, you took me out with that one, dog. You took me out with that one, Nakari. Hey.
Hey, the car. Hey, hey, the way I'm feeling right now. So what I did, I wouldn't when I cause it's 2:30, almost 3 o'clock in the morning here. I said I'm just gonna just pick it out. I'm gonna let the fro breathe. I ain't gonna do nothing to it. Keep it in its all natural state. So yeah, when I picked it out and I was looking in the bathroom, I was like, that was the same thing that popped up my that very thing popped up in my mind. I was like the damn so deaf logo.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. Yo, Nakari, thank you for that.
that's a good one.
Hey,
I'll take that. I'll
yeah,
take that one. That was a
that's a
good
good
one.
one. Hey, but as always, everybody, if you're new here, welcome. Thank everybody for joining us. All right. As always, if you would, please give the stream a like on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel over on Twix. That's a mixture of Twitter and X, as we like to call it. If you haven't heard that by now for about the 1,000th time, you can find us at Two Fans ITS. Please like our page over there, follow us, and we're trying to get to our goal of 1,000 followers over on Twix, and we're steadily approaching our goal of 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And like I said, you can catch us at all other social media at Two Fans in the Stands. Okay, they one win,
Hey,
you acting different.
for 20 hey, for 24 to 48 hours, yes, sir, I am. Yes,
All
sir.
right, let's
Yes, sir,
scroll.
you
Let's
better
scroll
believe
back
it.
here. All right, hey,
Alright.
Victory Monday, man. It's Victory Monday, man. Let me tell you, it's good. It's Victory Monday this early in the season. Okay, loving
Right,
it, loving it.
right.
Mr. Hunky Dory said, "Here, kitty."
What's up,
Guys,
Mr.
what's going
Hunky
on, Miss
Dory?
Hunky Dory? Antonio, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up,
Salute
Antonio?
to you.
Appreciate you, my guy.
As he said, like, subscribe, and share the stream, please. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Deontay
sir.
White, what's going on? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Deontay?
Tip Drill Will, what's going on? He said, my
Tip
guys.
Drill Will.
He said, what I say about that defense? Hey, defense look good. Defense look good.
Yes, sir.
Hey, again, I put Evero on the spotlight. So just like the other day, I got to, hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
fall back on him for a week. Okay, so
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm good with him this week. Let me see. Made the Raiders walk the plank. No, we threw them off the boat. We didn't give them a choice. Yo, did you hear Antonio Pierce said that there were some players that made some business decisions during the game, and the coaching staff was going to have to make some business decisions as a response, in the coming weeks. I was like, oh, I said, oh, okay.
I,
He pissed.
I see they already talking about the quarterback.
O'Connell.
They
Yep.
talking, yeah, the quarterback controversy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Cha
Andy
one. Say, hey yo,
Fireball
we got a
Dalton.
dub. Yeah, there you go. Andy Fire. That's a good one. That's a good
That's
one.
a
Andy Fireball Dalton.
yes, sir.
As Doug said, come
Yeah.
on in the house. I hope everybody enjoyed their victory
What's up,
Monday.
Doug?
Yes. All right. Now one dime. Number say 9 dime all the time. So what's up, Holmes? Finally
Yes,
got
sir.
one. Looks like a new team with Red Rocket. Hell yeah. Now it's funny. Okay. Now is the official nickname? It's Red Rifle, right? I keep hearing Red
Yeah,
Rocket. I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
it's
His
okay. All
official
right.
nickname coming out of college was Red Rifle. Yeah.
Oh, hey, we call him the red whatever, long as he keep winning. So, but yeah, let me see. Now that's crazy. Praise the Lord for the first time in a long time. My husband, being me, was happy on a Sunday during football season. You damn right. I can't. Hey, look, I walked in the back door coming from out
What's
here,
up,
boy, big
Nella?
old grin on my face.
I
All
know that's
right.
right.
SC Pace Force. In the span of a week, we went from being Bryce sexuals to Andy Dalton sexual. No, but you know what though? We're still catching smoke. And a lot of things I've heard. It's just like, oh, now the people are the apologists for Bryce Young and this and that and the third. And it's just like, we about the team. Yeah, we had an opinion on Bryce Young. Yeah, we wanted him to succeed. Yeah, we thought he was going to succeed. But obviously, right now, that's not in the cards. And here we are. We got to move on. Yep.
You know what? I no longer have the energy to pay attention to some of these dumbass takes that people say. Uh, yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. Kevin Hubbard, what's going on? Said Panther Nation, baby.
What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
Kevin?
Dig it. What's going on? Say what up, fella? How you doing, Dig?
What up, Dig?
Say, cha cha cha, when we ain't felt like this in a long minute, man. Who you telling?
Hey, what's
Who
going
you
on, Cha
telling?
Cha Cha?
Because even the wins last year, excuse me, did not feel like this one.
It didn't
Okay.
even feel like wins. It didn't
Yeah.
even feel like wins.
Feel like we
Yeah.
just barely escaped by the skin of our teeth in them 2 games last year. But this one, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, hell, halfway through the third quarter, he was like, "Hey, but look, stick a fork in this one, but it's a wrap. It's done." Let me see. Miss Hunky Dory said, "Feels so good to see ESPN and the experts eat crow, backpedaling, and still try to make excuses how they were still right." Hey man, let me tell you, it's been a lot of talk about that too. A lot of talk.
Hey,
They said
shout
that was
out.
actually the first. Go ahead, Tom.
I want to say shout out to Chad Cinco Johnson. You know, he did what most men won't do. He came on, he stood not only he stood on business about what he said before the
Mm-hmm.
game, but all after the game, he gave the apology just as loud as he gave the disrespect. So I could commend him for that. But it's a lot of them, that for whatever reason they choose to move the goalposts continuously instead of just saying, you know what, I was right, even if it was just for one game or whatever the case may be. The one thing that they were saying that we were saying, what would this team look like? What would this offense look like with a competent quarterback behind center, with a veteran quarterback presence? And we seen how
Mm-hmm.
it uplifted not only the offense, but the whole team, how it uplifted the morale of the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but no, you still got people out here want to blame David Tepper. Everything's David Tepper fault. Like at some time at some point in time, you got to realize the horse is dead, so stop beating it. You know what I'm saying? Like pick a struggle. Find something else to talk about.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna disagree with you just a little bit on that one because I don't need no apologies from anybody. Because my thing is, it's just like we're doing here. We're giving our opinion. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't think Chad Ochocinco got on there and was like, "This is what it is. You have to believe what I say because what I said is the God truth, and there's no way that it can be disputed." He got on there and gave his opinion. Me personally, I ain't looking for no apologies for anybody. People gonna
No,
say
I
what
ain't.
they want to say. They gonna do what they want to do. They gonna have their own
Yeah,
takes. It might be different next week. It might be the same. All in all, I just hope the Panthers go out there and win. I don't need no apologies from nobody. No nothing. Just go out there and keep winning games, y'all. Yep.
yeah, yeah. I'm definitely not looking for no apology. I'm just saying, like, if you was wrong about something, just say
Mm-hmm.
you were wrong, just as loud as you were saying you were right. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. Got you. I'm
That's
going to
right,
savor the
Chuck.
flavor of this win.
Save it. That's right. That's right. Chuck commented on the post on Twix, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's next. We just gonna savor this win right here.
Mm-hmm. Antonio Pierce not playing around over there. No, he was not. He playing what's
No, it's
good.
not.
Victory Monday. Yes.
What's up,
What's
P
up? What's up,
Pound?
Mr. E? He said they took y'all
What's
for
up,
granted.
Mr.
Hey, they
E?
they they did. They did. I ain't gonna lie. I got the feeling that Raider Nation overlooked us and it bit him in the
But
ass.
but you know what though? That
Mm-hmm.
game right there gonna put a lot of teams, the rest of the NFL, on notice. A lot of teams that El Rojo the Red Rocket.
I like that.
A lot of teams, especially the team that's on the Panthers schedule, have to look at us and game plan and view us differently now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody,
Yeah.
like even Antonio Pierce, when he found out that Bryce wasn't going to be the quarterback and it was going to be Andy Dalton, he was like, "Damn." You know what I'm
Saw
saying?
that.
Now I gotta go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a game plan different. So that's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's what teams are going to have to do. Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
shout out to the offensive line. Shout out for uh containing Max Crosby
Yeah.
Sunday. That was a hell of a job by Taylor Moton and Robert Hunt on that right side. So shout out to them
Mm-hmm.
boys.
Now, on the card said, hope Adam is okay, but I'm not mad at the idea of XL feeling and getting more reps and targets. If he's gonna be out for a little while, I hope one thing they do, do is elevate Coker from the practice squad.
Yeah.
You know, let's get him some game action, see what he can do out there. So, like I said, we wish Adam a speedy recovery, but hey, time for the next
Yes.
man to step up. You know, look at
Yes,
Jonathan
sir.
Mingo out there catching passes and not dropping them, not fumbling them. You know, not having to
Yeah.
get a lucky foot out of bounds. You know,
I mean,
everybody
all
did good.
them boys out there just playing with a different swagger. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, when your offense is the engine to your team, it's going to jumpstart everybody else.
Yeah. Yep. Let me see. Native said, "What can we get for Bryce? Second and a third." Hey, but you know, we gonna talk about that a little bit in the we're gonna talk
What's
about
up,
that
Native?
more here in a little bit. All right. But
Yes, sir.
we do also have our good friend, you know, who has become a kind of a mainstay on the show lately. Our third fan in the stand, and I wonder if he's paying attention right now because I don't see his mic off of mute. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, all right. Captain Wavy himself, C. Douglas. What's up, baby?
Look, like I said, I guess I gotta take a break, man, because I'm a
Uh-huh.
mainstay now. But look, let me get this out the way. Let me not pay attention to you, CJ. Let me go ahead and give Tony 3 claps real quick. Tony been talking junk all week. Oh, Doug, I'm gonna beat you in fantasy. Like I said, I want him to get his little win
I
right
wouldn't
now. No,
I wasn't even gonna
I'm gonna
bring
get
it
it out
up.
the way. I'm gonna get it out the way so you don't say nothing. I want to get his little win right now. You know, it's early in the season. You know, Tony got his little chest puffed out. Like, yeah, you know, I told you, Doug. You know, he was sending me little notifications that Jennings scored 3 touchdowns. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So, you know, congratulations to you, you know, young man. Young man,
Well,
young
it's a tool that is given to you on fantasy football that you can let your opponent know when they score a touchdown. So that's all I was doing. I was just using the tool that was given to me because I remember specifically after the fantasy draft, somebody talked about, oh yeah, boy, I got the best wide receiver core. Yeah, anybody need a wide receiver, hit me up. I was like, oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Tony, I'm gonna make this one point. Did you draft Jennings, yes or no?
No, I didn't.
Thank you. In a discussion,
No.
because I said
Okay.
drafted.
No, no,
I
no.
said draft.
No.
Hold on,
Okay.
we can talk behind the scenes.
But
Let's
but
focus on
no,
our
no,
win.
Hey,
no,
hey,
no,
hey,
no,
hey,
no, no, no,
look
no.
at here, you two. Look at here, look at here, you two. Look at here, you two. Stop that. Stop that.
Nah, what's
Yeah,
going
no,
on?
stop that. Goddamn, this is Victory Monday. Talk about the Panthers, Doug. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'll say this. I'm laughing because both of y'all took talking points that I talked to both of you guys. I'm like, shoot, I might as well just hop off and just sit in the chat. I mean, really
No,
and
we got
truly,
time. We got
I
time,
mean,
player. We're gonna discuss it
oh
all.
no. Like I told you, I wore and Tony. This is what I'm gonna do. Every time we get a win, we're gonna have a wave cap on every Monday.
Okay.
So
Look,
that's
Okay.
what we're gonna
You
do.
if
going
I if,
you bringing Willie Wave Cap back on Victory Mondays. That was happening.
Yeah,
hey,
that's what we're gonna
look,
do.
if I can when I get my haircut this week, if I can find one to fit this big dome I got right here, I might break me one out too.
Look, CJ, you know my dome bigger than yours, so we ain't even gonna do that, man.
Let me
But
tell you,
Hey,
no,
shout
I
out
need
to
some 20-foot rope to tie mine up.
shout out to my little sister, Dr. McNeil. I see you, baby
What's up,
Aggie.
Jada?
What's happening?
but no, like I said, the win. I wouldn't
Corporal
say it wasn't.
backstroke.
It wasn't unexpected. But I'm glad Tony said it before I could jump on here. I told him I wasn't worried about Max Crosby.
Mhm.
You remember I told
Mm,
you guys who was Gardner Minshew when we talked about it Friday. Yeah, I wasn't on the platform, but I was in the chat. I wasn't too
Mhm.
worried about what they can do. It was what we can do. And
that's
that's
yeah.
the reason why I was saying, you know, yes, Max Crosby, I gave him his credit. He won AFC, you know, a defensive player of the week. Again, I alluded when we play Indy at home, what did Gardner Minshew do? Absolutely nothing. It was more
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor and it was Bryce being a rookie. And like you
Yeah.
guys already said, O'Connell may be the new starting quarterback of the Raiders. Then you also look at Zaire White's about to get benched. Then I've even heard rumblings that Lord Jesus, I'm sorry,
Vontae Adams. Yeah.
Devontae Adams may want to trade. We knew that last year when he had the whole quarterback issue.
Hey, Doug, let me tell you, when I heard business decisions were made on the field, Devontae Adams was the very first person I thought about. The very first, because I remember on the interception, he just turned around and looked at Gardner Minshew
And
like,
walked off the field.
and
Literally
walked off the
walked off the
field.
field.
Mike Jack picked the ball up and took off.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams was turning around, walking off the field. He was the first person I thought of, and I was like, "Yo, hey!" And look at Underground West, and we were the only winner in our division yesterday. I've been trying to find out when the last time that happened. If anybody knows, or if anybody has seen somebody bring that stat up, y'all let me know. But I've been trying to figure out when was the last time the Panthers won and everybody else in the division lost, because it was crazy, because they were giving us hell last week. I mean, straight up
Yes, they
hell.
were.
They said we were bringing the property value down in the NFC South. I mean, all kind of stuff. I was just like, God
Yeah.
Almighty. But yeah, but you know, it's just a game. It's just one game. And like I forgot who else said it. It's more than a game. It's hope for the rest of the season. But you know, it feels good to be the only neighbor that got their trash picked up the other day.
Hey,
You
can
know what
I
I
make
mean?
this one point? But
Mhm.
I even called you yesterday, and I could have probably called Tony. Tony know how it is when you live in Dallas and the Cowboys are losing. Yeah,
Mm.
Carolina roster right now doesn't look like it. Regardless of what a roster is not the product on the field. You play on the field. The Cowboys are just 1-2. Carolina's
Mm.
1-2. I mean, well, I think aren't the Falcons 1-2 as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
The
that's
cap,
what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
the Cowboys are 1-2. Just want to throw
Mm.
that out there.
I
Yeah,
said
Boy.
America's team. Yeah,
so. Like I
shade.
said, I mean, is you take it week by week, but you never know. Just like I think this is the last point I'm gonna say. One projection was we're gonna lose 57-3.
Ooh, Jesus.
57
Who
to
said
no
that?
53 to 7. I said that wrong. It was 53-7. That was one of the projections from one of the national analysts that we are gonna
Good
lose.
grief.
Damn.
So
Oh boy. Yeah, now he need to step
Hey,
up to the
but
podium. Well, whoever it was.
sh- shout out to Clay from Clay Robstar who made those memes. Oh
that's
my
our guy.
God, he had me dying on Twitter.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
ain't
hey
seen him.
CJ, if you haven't seen him, you have to go back and see him. Clay
Mm.
had me. I was in real tears this morning. Clay had me cracking up with these memes. He was like, let me apologize in advance. I gotta make these memes, man. He had me dying. And yes, Mr. Earl, I seen you where you just said that Andy Dalton was the only quarterback in the NFL so far this year with 300 plus yards passing and 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Crazy, ain't it? Crazy.
But
Crazy.
hey, go ahead, go ahead. I know we'll get
Okay.
into it, but go ahead, CJ.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's go ahead. Jeez, I said go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring up the stats from the game. All right. So the most glaring stat, we won 36-22. You know, by good old 2 touchdowns. All right. So you know that's
Larry.
Yeah.
always a good day. But okay, look to
It
your
shouldn't have
right.
been that close
Look
at
at the.
the end.
I know we're gonna get into that later. We're gonna get into that later too.
Hmm.
All right, but look to your right. Carolina 437 total yards to 331 for the Raiders, and most of that 331 came on those
Garbage
last
time.
2 drives. Yeah,
Garbage time.
at the end. Okay. No
Hmm.
turnovers for the Panthers. 1 interception for the Raiders. 24 first downs for the Panthers. 20 first downs for the Raiders. And time of possession 36 minutes and 2 seconds for the Panthers. 23 minutes
Dominant.
and 58 seconds for the Raiders. Okay. So the two of y'all, anything you want to highlight on here? Because there's a couple things I want to, but if y'all get to them first, we'll just run with it.
Time of
Go
possession.
ahead, Doug.
Time of possession. That's whenever you get stubborn with the run. Chuba Hubbard ran for 21 carries himself. Like I said, I mean,
Hmm.
you're not even including the carries that Miles Sanders was able to spill whenever he did come out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you are stubborn with the run, but it works. And I think a lot of people were frustrated when it came to Dave Canales saying, "Oh, I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to run the ball." As he showed, you can run the ball and win.
Yeah.
And the thing for me is, I don't want to take everything. Just I'll say the time of possession and another thing is 0 turnovers. I'm not gonna take all of them. I'm gonna pass it off to you guys. But time of possession,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that you were dominant with the run, you controlled the game and you control how you wanted the game to go. Defense did not get tired, and you had 0 turnovers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hold on. Somebody got a
Hey,
question for you, Doug.
Yes, making true money. I am officially with NFC South Roundtable, but that's another show. The shout out to my guys over there, man. Definitely got some things in the works coming, so y'all guys just stay tuned. But yes, I am officially over there
Yo,
with NFC South Roundtable as well.
it was hilarious. Oh my god, they were giving Doug so much hell in the chat. So much hell. I think it was me and maybe one or two more Panther fans in the chat. And they were like, why is he up here? That's why I was saying they was like, they bringing the property value down, man. They were like, he's salty. His team 0-2, blah, blah,
And
blah.
look,
Hey, but Doug was over there like a trooper though.
everything that I said, what happened this week though? Since I'm such a hater, everything that
Hey,
I said was gonna
hey,
happen this week
hey, you
happened
sure
this
hell
week.
did.
So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Okay, Tony, go ahead, bud.
The biggest thing for me was I was glad to see that Chuba continuously kept not continuously kept running the ball. That's not what I want to say. Through the first 3 weeks of the season, Chuba Hubbard has been consistent at running back. Yesterday, almost 5.5 yards a carry, 21 carries, 114 yards. But he also had 3 or 4 receptions for like 55 or 60 yards, and that's where his touchdown came from. But the biggest shout out I'm gonna have to give to that defensive line. I was curious to see what that defense or how that defensive line was going to hold up with Derek Brown not being in the mix. And those guys showed up and showed out with containing Zaire White and the running attack from the Oakland Raiders. So shout out to LeBron Ray, Keith, what was it? Thurman. Is it Keith Thurman?
No, oh God,
is
what
it
is his
Kevin?
first name?
No, not
Lord
Kevin.
him.
I think it is Keith
Nick
Thurman.
Thurman. Nick Thurman. Nick
Nick
Thurman.
Thurman.
Nick Thurman.
Yeah, Nick
Yeah.
Thurman. Deshaun Williams got in on the action. Jadavion Clowney got a sack. Ashawn Robinson, I think he was the highest
Ooh.
graded. If people follow
PFF.
PFF, but he was the highest graded defensive lineman yesterday. I like the fact that those guys stood in the paint, stood in the trenches and handled their business, man.
Tony,
In
you
Yeah.
the
real
paint.
excited today, man. You said Oakland and the paint. You just happy to get a win today, because
I said
you real
Oakland.
excited. You said Oakland Raiders. You real happy today, boy.
Oh, I ain't realized that. My bad.
But no,
Las
look, no,
Mhm.
that's a
Vegas.
funny joke, because it probably is. Weren't they the Oakland Raiders when we played them last? Or were they the Las Vegas Raiders?
Um, I think they were the
I,
Oakland Raiders.
yeah, I think they
See?
It was
were.
2020. It was 2020. They might have
Yeah,
been
they was.
Vegas by then.
Yeah, they no, they 2020. They was.
We
That might
played
have
them
been their
here.
first year as Las Vegas.
Yep, I think that
Okay.
probably was.
I
All
think
right.
that was their first year at Las Vegas.
Yeah. Hey, and Deontay said my bad, had to leave early, but what I say about the defense, y'all was blaming Ezero for having a defense that doesn't have close to others' talent. Well, no, to be honest with you, I didn't like a lot of Evero's calls. Okay. I think this game they switched it up a lot. I mean, I actually saw
You did.
Shaq Thompson blitz a few times. You know what I mean? I saw some
Mhm.
stunts. And now as much credit as I will give that defense, I'm gonna knock them just ever so slightly. Like I said, we get into that in a little bit. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
But now
but
what I want to point out on here, okay, let me tell you, if y'all can see right here, look at this right here, rushing 131 yards for the Panthers. All right.
Yeah.
Look here at the Raiders, 55. Look, we
mhm.
finally stopped somebody on the ground. Finally, finally. The elevator doors just didn't, open up, stay open the entire game. There were plays that we slammed them damn things shut. You know what I mean? He said it was Shy Tuttle's fault. Tell him, Doug.
No, hey, I ain't
Hey,
gonna say that
I
man name.
forgot to even mention that Shot Tuttle wasn't even in
Didn't
the
even
game
play.
as well. Didn't even
Didn't
play.
even play. Yeah, but
Wow.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we were able to stop the run. And I know somebody said something about Cincinnati. A test this week with their run game. In the
They
kind
don't
of a
have a run
rent.
game. My bad.
Oh, Zach Moss ain't doing nothing. I ain't really paying much attention.
Zach Moss ain't any more to write home about than it was Zamir White.
That's what I said.
Oh,
My bad. My bad. CJ, I put my
no,
hands.
you good. No, you fine. You good.
No,
You good. You good.
their run game is not nothing to be scared of. Again,
Okay.
with the Cincinnati Bengals, I know we're not doing the preview, but one thing
Mhm.
that has been foreshadowing for the Cincinnati Bengals is they start slow, and they're doing it again this year. They don't get hot
Gotcha.
until week 6, and then they go on that hot streak. I know everybody's gonna say, yeah, they play the Chiefs hard. They always play the Chiefs hard. That is the Chiefs kryptonite is the Bengals. Don't let that one game foreshadow or make your eyes get bigger that, oh, Cincinnati can, be a dominant team. Yes, they can be, but they start out slow. They don't have, you're gonna see the loss when they play tonight against Washington on the national media, even though that they played, the Chiefs last week. It's on national TV with them playing Washington tonight, how they missed Joe Mixon. That's a different story.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, B. Amos, what's going on? He said Keith Thurman is the boxer.
That's facts.
Jaden Peavy. He got a
That's
sack.
right.
Yes, he
Jaden
did.
Yes, he got a
Yes, he
sack. That's
did.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I said I'm 3-0 on my call. I said we would lose the first 2, but win against the Raiders. Hey, well, let me tell you, I hope you got some more wins in that crystal ball of yours, Deontay. So go ahead and send us a message and let us know what you got for the rest of the season, so we can be well prepared.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
But anything else on the stats from the game, y'all?
No, go ahead. It's on you, CJ.
That was me. That was me. The right. Oh,
Mm.
and the sacks. Okay, now we did give up 2 sacks on Andy Dalton, but we got 3 sacks. We sacked Gardner Minshew 3 times. Now, mind you, this is what I was gonna say. I was gonna knock the defense ever so slightly because the defense got pressure. Well, they didn't get a crap ton of pressure. All of those sacks were coverage sacks. Now, mind you, I'll take them. I'll take them no matter what. But shout out to the linebackers and the secondary on those plays. Minshew had nowhere to go, and the defensive line did a good job collapsing that pocket as well. So when he did try to step up, they at least were in arm's length of him. They could grab him and take him down for the sack. Now, mind you, I would like to see them build upon that, be able to get to the quarterback, maybe sometimes bring some more pressure, stuff like that. But hey, but shout out to the defense. But I love to see, we get to their quarterback and sack them more than somebody gets to our quarterback and sack us. So, I'm definitely happy to see that. But that's all I really had on that. All right. What you got, Tony?
Mr. Hunky Dory. Read the money real quick.
Oh. Hey, Mr. Hunky Dory, thank you for the $2 super chat. He said you missed one stat. We had many fans in the stand. Yo, let me tell you. Hey, at one point, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I heard Key pounding, Key. And then I thought I heard a main at the end of that somewhere, but that might have been me sitting here in the chair. But it's all good.
I was like, I know Warren Riot had like a plethora of people that went out there.
It was a lot of people there. Dunk, JJ, Terrence, for unnecessary bluntness, and for Panthers fans only. When I say they had some hellified seats, it was nice. Yes, it was nice. Shout out to them guys and them great seats they had. It was real nice. But again, Mr. Hunky Dory, thank you for the super chat, man. We appreciate you.
Hey, real quick before we continue, y'all need to get Rock Jones a timeout, because that does not need to be even put in this chat about what happened Saturday before we had a glorified win on Sunday.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah,
that ain't funny. That ain't funny.
Hey, let me tell you. Hey, hold on. Okay, now behind the scenes, what did I say about the Tar Heels this year? They ain't look that good. You know what? After that first game, Minnesota, I was like,
yeah.
Because Tony, we ain't get heated. I think we got heated, and it felt like we was attacking each other. We was really attacking the team.
Y'all missed it. Oh my God. I'm not I would clip the text and show y'all, but I'm not gonna do that to them. Yo, they was going at it because
it's absolutely no need to do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Because like I said, it was crazy. It was crazy because I'm sitting in here and I missed the exchange. And I want to say I was on the PlayStation again. And I was looking, I looked at my phone and I was like, I said, oh, okay. I was like, never mind. I swiftly closed the app and went on about my business. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for both of them to cool off. They was going back and forth about that UNC game. But it's all
Hey,
right, Rock Jones. We'll be back. We'll be
Yeah,
back. We'll be
yeah,
back. We'll be back.
yeah.
Hey, and
read,
hold on real quick, Tony.
yeah.
Shout out to Sizzle God for the
What's
499
up,
super
Sizzle?
chat. He said, I'm all for being stubborn with the run, but we have to stop being stubborn and giving Sanders 2 carries, 2 yards. Getting tackled isn't it. Well, go ahead, Doug. Go ahead. And thank you
He
for the super chat. Sorry.
Jonathan Brooks is on the way. That's all I gotta
Mm-hmm.
say. Like I said, you don't put Blackshirt out there. You take what you can get with him right now. And what
Mm-hmm.
we just saw the Chuba Hubbard with getting 21 carries. I would say this: if he didn't get 100 yards with the game plan that we had, then it'll be an issue. But you can see that he
Mm-hmm.
can carry the load. So when Jonathan Brooks comes back, you don't have to overload or overuse him when he ever comes back as well. So
So, for all the married men out there, that means I forgot to do something else. I don't know. I probably forgot to do, but yes, I had a very productive weekend on the PlayStation and watching professional football, college football. Woo, boy, hey, Charlotte got stomped, mud stomped. UNC got curve stomped. So yeah, Sunday was a good day. Saturday, not
Yeah,
so much. Not so
not
much.
some.
Not so much. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. All right. Well, any final thoughts on the stats here before we move on?
nah, man, nah. Hey, I would just say that definitely pleasantly surprised, and I hope this carries over from week 4 on out. I think those guys have a level of confidence now, feeling good about themselves because now they see how the offense and the defense can click when they are all hitting on all cylinders. So I think it's only up from here. Now, of course, there are going to be a few hiccups in the road. I'm not saying Carolina's going to go undefeated or anything like that. But I think what you'll be able to see going forward is something that we always talked about is seeing competent football play on both sides of the ball. We just want to see that we're not only capable of winning the games, but we can be
Mm-hmm.
in the games, even the ones that we do lose. I don't think getting curb stomped is in the plans anymore.
Yeah, this is a fact. All right, and shout out to Just Zoe for the $5 super chat. Excuse me,
What
great
up,
W
Zoe?
this week, fella. Yes, it was.
Yes,
Yes, it was.
sir.
Been a hell of a
Yes, it
victory
was.
Monday. Hell of a victory Monday
Yeah.
today. Look, scrolling through Twitter,
Yes, sir.
happy as a mug today. He said,
Hey,
"I agree. We
I
want to be competitive."
I
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I've been on Twitter now. Unlike you, CJ, I was still able to do what I needed to do around the house for my wife. So I made sure I get that out the way before she got home. But yes, I was on Twitter strolling more than usual. Yeah, just one
You know what?
one.
I'm now. That's all right. I'm gonna fix your black ass when we get off the screen. I got you.
hey, CJ, before we go to the next slide, I already know we don't got our lights up with the people that's watching. I mean, y'all close. Let's go ahead and keep getting those lights up again. If you forgot to hit the button, it looks like a thumb. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up and hit the like button if you have not already, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that, Tony.
I didn't say it. Actually, CJ said it. He forgot something. So hey.
Look. Okay. Like I said, I got you when we get up off here. All right. Next slide, y'all. Okay. What went right in this Raiders game? God damn it, everything. Everything went right. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I can say this with a lot of confidence that everything went right this game. Okay? And when I say everything, for the first time this year, I get to display this next slide with a whole lot of joy. Okay? Our keys to victory. I'll be goddamn if they didn't do every last motherfucking one of them. I'm telling you, Hey, we stopped the run. We established the run. We won the turnover battle.
Yep.
Execution. Okay. We got pressure on the
Yep.
quarterback. Tackling. We didn't miss a whole lot of, it wasn't a whole lot of like the running back, Zamir White. Once he got a hand on him, or once somebody got a hold of him, he was on the ground. Okay. It wasn't a lot
I
of
don't think they had to play over 20 yards, if I'm
I
not
think they
mistaken.
did.
In the air,
The
they
little dude,
did.
Tucker.
It was at the
The little
end.
dude, Tucker.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Tucker. Yeah, Tucker had a one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have one. Let me see. Hold on. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
but I would say while CJ doing that, I was gonna say, Tony, we have to shout out special teams. We've all been hard on ADP.
Hold
ADP
on,
didn't.
Doug.
Yeah, Eddie.
Hold on, Doug. Hold on. Somebody came in here and informed me to do this.
Hey, Nicari, which one is it? Now, is it Cedric
Wow.
Entertainment Barbershop or so Def Logo? I need to know which one it is now.
Oh,
I need to
Janelle says
know.
she's so sorry, Tony.
Oh no, hey,
Only thing
I'm
he
cool
needed
with
to get
that.
up a little more gray strands in the back, and it had that little patch right here. They'll be identical twins.
Oh my goodness. I
Hey,
can't think of his line in that movie that I like so much. Oh
y'all can't.
God.
Hey, can't steal my joy. Today is Victory Monday.
Nobody ain't
Hey.
stealing. He said nobody can't steal this.
I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Oh
Yeah.
good. Hey, thank you,
Yeah.
Nicole. Appreciate you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
But yeah, so I can finally display this slide with great confidence and just joy,
Hmm.
in my soul. It was a total team win. Okay, it was a total team win.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, because Eddie P made all his field goal attempts, right? I know y'all was saying
Looking
something
like
about Eddie
looking like
P.
hey, looking like a Pro Bowl kicker,
But
man.
I'll say this: what surprised me more was Johnny Hecker's punting. Tony, I hope you ain't laughing at what somebody wrote in the chat because I see it too, and I'm ignoring it. God,
Nah.
UL Monroe.
we didn't even play ULL Monroe. We played freaking
We
James
played
Madison.
James Madison.
God, leave, man.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Hey, everybody
let's
getting
get back to
praise
Eddie
today in the
P.
car. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Eddie
no,
P
look,
out there looking
I'm
like
being
a
for
Pro
real.
Bowl
Like,
kicker.
go ahead, Tony.
No, I was saying Eddie P out here looking like a Pro Bowl kicker. So yeah, you see what the car said. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm trying to do in the car. Exactly.
But now I would say this though, like I mean, the special teams, because at every unit we look like a competitive team. Johnny Hecker looked like the old Johnny Hecker of the Rams. Johnny Hecker has shanked some punts. When he punted that
Mhm.
ball and it was down at the 2 yard line, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's the Johnny
Yeah.
Hecker that was the Pro Bowler that was at the LA Rams. So
Mm.
again, at all facets of the game, there wasn't nothing really that you can complain about. Like I mess with CJ, he always has the something good slide. I'm like, it ain't nothing that look good. Like literally, like you said,
Mm.
everything
Yeah.
looked good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure did. But yeah, Nada said, I just don't know why we didn't challenge their first TD. He was clearly out. Who had the first touchdown for them?
For
Well,
who?
no, they're talking about when Gardner
Minshew.
Minshew
Oh,
got
yes,
the
he
first
was.
down, but
Yes.
he stepped out before the first down line, and it should have been like I think third or fourth down, but they ran up
Yeah.
to the ball and got the playoff before Dave Canales them had an opportunity to challenge. So I took my hat off to them on that because they did what they was supposed to do, but I was hoping that the referees would have stopped it and seen that he was clearly, that his foot had clearly drug out of bounds, but and didn't get
Mm-hmm.
that first down. So yeah.
Yeah, because he was about 1.5 to 2 yards short. But like you said to him, they ran up to the line of scrimmage and got the playoff. Yeah. Hey, but look at here, y'all. Look at here. Hey, our good buddy, Red Swarm, aka Blue Claw, the greatest Panther fan of all time. He said, congratulations on the big win yesterday, Tony, CJ, and Dougie Fresh. Welcome back to the NFC South Panthers. Oh, we,
Hey,
we ain't go nowhere. We were just down in the basement chilling. Everybody else was upstairs drinking beer.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, well,
Hey,
well, well. Oh, go ahead, Tony. My bad. Go
but
ahead.
but no, Swarm. Hey, just as loud as you be on every other podcast talking junk about us, I think you should come on the podcast and give us that victory out loud, sir. That's what I feel like today. I think you should come
Nah,
on here and give us a
nah.
hand clap and
Mm-mm.
say just what you said out loud. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
that's how I
don't.
feel.
I don't want to hear Uncle Elroy. Now Tony, CJ, Dougie Fresh, you know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I hear
Mm-hmm.
it all today. I
Look,
hear it
he
all
gonna get
today.
on here and swing some crazy stat about the Falcons. Even though I will say this, they
They
did
got
get
robbed.
snubbed in the end zone. They
Yeah,
got robbed.
they
Oh, they
they got
got
robbed.
robbed. Somebody put
I
the
don't.
play side by side when they called pass interference against the Chiefs when they were driving down the field a few games ago, and then when they did call pass interference when the Chiefs was on offense, but they didn't call pass interference when they were on defense in this game here. And I hate to say, I hate to give the Falcons any kind of leeway or credit, but
Yeah,
I've seen way less than that call pass interference and be totally right. So yeah,
yeah.
I
They
don't, I don't.
definitely they definitely
Mm-hmm.
should have got that call, and they definitely should have won that game against Kansas City. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, the refs did this when that play they cut their cameras off. they cut their feed off, dog. They was like we don't see nothing.
Damn.
But yeah, oh Ray, I'm just messing with you, big dog.
Yeah.
You still my favorite. I'm sorry, you still my favorite Panther fan. I can't fathom that you like Atlanta. You really do like the Panthers. One fan is booing Eddie P. Oh Lord,
Oh
hey,
God.
look, Nakai, hey, as much as you don't want to do it, you got to give him some credit for yesterday. He went out there and did what he was the only person that was consistent all 3 games. We got to call a spade a spade. I
I
say I know
think
you don't
Eddie.
like the shrugs, but hey,
Yeah, I think Eddie P leading the Pro Bowl voting for special teams right now.
Tony, they want me to start voting. I know you throw shade. I know you throw shade. And why would you throw shade? We need him healthy while you throwing shade. You threw the
Mm,
hardest.
wow,
Oh man. Okay, I'm
that
I'm
is
gonna leave the
wild.
car
No,
alone, man.
no, but we need
Okay,
him healthy because what other kicker do we have right now?
I mean, no,
we can find somebody. Shoot,
yeah, yeah,
we went out and didn't we go out and find Zane Gonzalez halfway through the season the other year? After
yeah.
He was
Graham
cut.
Gano got hurt.
Yeah, he was cut. Yeah.
Okay. Shoot, because Zane Gonzalez was actually pretty damn good kicking. Then he got hurt too.
Look, that's for another day because again, Harrison Butler should be our kicker, but
Yeah.
like I said,
And
that's
then we had the Joey Sly experience.
which should have never
Yeah.
been our kicker.
Boy, hey, let me tell you, that's probably why Nakari feel this way. We have botched kicker after kicker after kicker after kicker.
But can y'all remind me? Did we cut Graham Gano or we just didn't give him money?
I think we just let him walk.
Both things. Both things. We didn't give
Mm-hmm.
him the extension, so we let him walk, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what happened.
Yep. And Nakari said, I
Yeah,
like Zane. Yeah, I did too. I thought Zane was good, but he had a hamstring injury or something that messed him up
growing.
that
I think
season.
I think he had a growing
Yeah,
injury. That last injury was
yeah.
real bad growing injury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a hell of a leg on him too. He really kick it. All right. But anything else y'all want to discuss about the keys to victory here before I move on?
No, but I do want to say, hey, we have like 65 people watching on YouTube and only 52 likes. So if y'all would hit that like button, subscribe, turn those post notification bells. So whenever we go live or drop new content, you will be made aware. And we have about 52 people watching over on Twix. That is a mixture of Twitter and X. Hit the followers button over on Twix for us, or you can come on over to YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe so you'll be made aware when we go live on either YouTube or Twitter. We'll greatly appreciate it. Don't cost you a thing.
Hey Tony, I love you, right? Cuz there's no ERS on that follow button.
What?
All right, nothing. I'm being petty. Moving on. Next
It
slide.
says followers
Hmm?
on
Tony,
Twitch.
he said he was
It
being
says
Tony really.
I'm being petty. I'm sorry.
Tony, drink. You said nothing can
Yeah,
stop
drink.
you. Hey, drink,
Sorry.
motherfucker, drink.
I'm sorry. Okay. And this, I put this in for shits and giggles. What went wrong? Hey, I got to switch the guy on this slide. Pretty much nothing.
Can I say this?
Go ahead, Doug.
Something did go wrong.
What's that?
And I know because Tony always messed with me. Damian Lewis got hurt. And you saw when Chandler Zavala came in, he didn't look too hot. And what I'm afraid of,
Oh.
don't put that bull. Okay.
No, I was saying that to talking about
No, with
Zavala. Go
Rock
ahead.
Jones. I already know who he's talking about. And I'm not saying that bull jive. I'm not saying it. Yeah, I honestly think nothing went wrong, but again, we can't have Damian Lewis go down. Hopefully it's minor. Hopefully he can wear that same brace that what's his name? Taylor Moton wears. But didn't it occur in the third or fourth quarter?
It had to. I'm not even gonna lie. When he got that false start penalty, I looked and it said false start on 62, and I said, "What the hell is Zavala doing out there?"
Yeah.
And I looked because I didn't hear them say anything about Damian Lewis getting hurt or nothing. The next drive, I looked and Zavala was out there. So
Did Dave Canales say anything about
we don't have any updates.
Damian Lewis?
Nope.
Yesterday in the presser.
No.
So listen, I don't know, but yeah, Thomas DeVries said there were some missed assignments and there were also some missed tackles as well. I mean, yeah, I get it. That's just football. You're gonna have those things in every game, but the overall picture is when you look at it from the grand scheme of things, yeah, nothing went
but
wrong.
the sheer volume of missed assignments and missed tackles were way down in this game. Way
Yeah.
down. We've seen J.K. Dobbins, let me see, Jamal Williams, Gus Edwards, Taysom Hill. We've seen all of them take handoffs in the backfield and just run through somebody, run around somebody, spin move, juke move, everything. They in any way they could have got out of a tackle the first two games, the Chargers and the Saints did it to us. So, like I said, yeah.
It's the reason why somebody's not in that middle of the line. And again, even though people want to say we didn't get pressures, when you have a right-sized nose tackle that can actually stand up to an offensive lineman across the side of them, regardless if they did get 2 yards and they're not getting, like Tony said, what do you say his arms are like, Tony, when he gets pushed?
Who?
I'm not saying that man's name. The name that I don't say.
The one you talk. Your distant cousin, Shot Tuttle?
That ain't my damn distant cousin. That man ain't goddamn related to me.
Wow.
No goddamn way. I can't stand, man. Look, I say this.
Said Doug built like a baked potato.
if you put the film on, you see a difference from that interior line with Shot Tuttle not being there.
Yeah.
You did. Yep. You did, absolutely. You did not see Nick Thurman get pushed around like Shot Tuttle usually does. That is a fact.
Again, like I said, Taysom Hill is half his weight. There's no reason why Taysom Hill was able to truck him and move him out of the way whenever we played week one. No reason at all. Yeah. But that didn't happen this week whenever you had Zaire White going up against a Nick Thurman or going against a LeBron Ray. You didn't see that. But also, like I tell people this, Jaden Cromedy will be available here in 2 weeks. That's another big body in the middle that we can add that actually is a proper nose tackle that can be a bit nasty, a bit hot molly up front.
Let me ask you, who do we have that will be available after week 4? After we played the Bengals, don't we have
Wanham,
some guy? Yeah, okay, Wanham,
Brooks, and Cromedy.
Brooks, I keep trying to tell people Brooks is not going. He's not going to be ready to play.
Well, you said who is available, so he is available. That's what I'm saying. You did ask who's available, so he is available. He is available.
Okay.
And your distant cousin on your side of the family, not CJ's side of the family, Ian Thomas.
That hurt, Doug. That hurt.
That one hurt. Oh boy. Oh no, that was a good one.
that
That was a
that
good
hurt.
one. That was a good one.
That hurt.
Hey,
Hey, cause Jatavion Sanders was looking like Ian Thomas on that one play where he didn't know which way to go. He was like, which way I go? Oh, let me just block Taylor Moton.
Yeah,
But
oh
he'll
my
be back.
goodness,
He'll be back.
yo, mm. What's up,
Hey,
Tone?
Clay, I
Oh.
see you in the chat. Already addressed the fantasy issue. You got me last night. I said I'm 0-5 this week. Leave me alone now. I am 0-5
oh,
in all
oh,
my
are you
leagues this week.
0-5 this week?
Oh.
Yes.
So all
Hey,
0-5.
your
I actually
teams
had a
suck.
good fantasy week for once.
Yeah.
I'm
So
at
all
least
your
three and
teams
two.
suck.
No.
That's typically what
Hey,
0
hold
and
on,
5
hold on.
means.
Whoa. I ain't gonna let you fly with that one. Some of my teams, this is our first loss. I have a method to my madness. I'm gonna make it either 2-2 or 3-1 going into week 4. So don't you worry about that, Playboy. I see you later down in the season.
He hit him with the. Don't you worry about that, playboy. Hey, look.
Say it with your chest. That's all I want you to do. Say it with your chest.
Yes, Janelle, I went 0-5 in all my leagues this week. Yes.
Over.
Yes. This is the first time I've ever 0-5. 0 and freaking 5.
Hey, Earl said you a rookie. No, he might be talking about Sanders. My bad. My bad. He talking about
Yeah.
Sanders. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and move on, y'all. Okay,
I like how you
so
try to slide that mistake in there.
hey, so stock up. All right, whose stock is up this week as far as the Panthers?
Is Xavier Leggett and Jalen Coker?
Okay,
Why you say
elaborate.
Leggett stock is up? Why you say his stock is up?
They're next up in line. I mean, you're gonna see the reason why you drafted him to be a wide receiver. I mean, one thing that I love what Dan Morgan said is the wide receiver room is the strongest position or strongest group on this team. Production should not fall down. I know that's a lot on a rookie, but the reason why I say stock up is because when we look at what it shouldn't be much of a drop off. You still have Deontay Johnson. Then you'll have David Moore. Also, did look pretty good. He didn't really receive a lot of receptions, but I think David Moore will get a lot of more opportunities. I know Tony liked him whenever we were talking about training camp, but I think the wide receiver room and another one I think is I'll leave that. I'll give you guys another chance to make sure I don't say it, but I have another one in mind. But I'll say is Xavier Leggett and Jalen Coker because I think Coker will have to be called up now because they said Adam Thielen will miss a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I would just say the offense as a whole. Because what's one of the main things that we've been talking about throughout OTAs and training camp and things like that, what will be the team identity on offense, what this offense will look like under Dave Canales. I think a lot of people um had a vision of the offense looking like how Tampa Bay looked like last year. But I said this before, we have a better running game than Tampa Bay, and collectively overall, I think we can pretty much match them as far as wide receivers. So I think Sunday gave us a glimpse of what the offense can really do in this Dave Canales system, and it wasn't all about this just 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of motions, there was a lot of shifts. There was some 12 personnel. I mean, there was like different things about this offense that can get people excited that definitely didn't look vanilla last year under Frank Wright. So we can throw that out the window. Nobody should even fix their lips to even say the offense looked vanilla because look the boys definitely looked ready. And like we said earlier, we just hope the confidence is built from that and we see positive things going forward.
Okay. All right. So the card kind of beat me to mine in the chat. Mike Jack. Let me tell you, Mike Jack stock is up. Now, Now he might need some more safety help over the top, depending on who he's lined up against.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because little dude Tucker got him yesterday for that deep ball. Okay.
Well,
But
that
as
was.
far as
Go
being
ahead.
a
Go ahead.
physical receiver, tackling, being where he's supposed to be, did you see?
Mhm.
Did you see when he shed? He got blocked on the attempted screen. He shed, but man held him up and then reached around and grabbed old buddy and tackled
Yeah.
him all in one
Yeah.
motion. So
Yes,
we were
sir.
really worried about the cornerback 2 spot coming into the season, and I think we definitely found a solution. Yep.
Rock Jones is so disrespectful, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna let him just steal my joy. I'm not gonna let him just.
Hey, it's all good, Rock. I'm here for it, dog. I'm here for
Don't
it.
worry, basketball season right around the corner, man. And I'm telling you, hey, I ain't worried about it.
Hey, let me tell you, he'll be a Duke fan then, because I mean, ain't nobody pulling for South Carolina
Yeah.
in basketball.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rock. I'm sorry. But also I would say this too, Dave Canales. Okay, because we got to give him credit that the call that he made, sit Bryce down. Whether you agree what reason it was for. A lot of people say he's just asked, get him off the team. Some people say it's like,
Mhm.
what, this is what should have been done last year. Go ahead and sit you down so you can learn behind Andy Dalton. Whatever the reason, give shout out to Dave Canales for this move and how their
Yeah.
offense looked.
But,
Okay.
but do you really think it was a stock up? Because we've talked, we
Mhm.
didn't have any hate for Dave Canales. People were
Mhm.
writing him off. People said he was the wrong coach. I even want to say Rex Ryan.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna say
did.
national media. I'm gonna say national media.
Rex, no, it was Rex.
I know, but I'm gonna say
Rex
national
was. Hold
media.
on, I'll say it for you. He was like, "Why in the world did you
Did you
go and hire
Yeah.
Dave Canales when he was what he said he was like the worst in the league at running the ball,
Running the
running
ball.
plays and whatnot."
You
Correct.
Yeah,
can't get
yeah,
nobody else, so you went and got Dave Canales.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah.
was Rex. Mm-hmm.
And I would say this: Rex Ryan still wants to be a coach. He was a
Yeah.
good coach. He was a good coach when
Yeah.
he was with Mark Sanchez. They had a great defense in New York, but his time was gone. There was no. I mean, Rex Ryan, you need to accept that you still have a job at ESPN because ESPN is firing people left and right.
He
So
can't. He can't get over the fact that Dallas hired Mike Zimmer over him.
there you go.
That's what.
There you go.
That's what he mad
That's
about.
what I'm getting at. That's exactly what I'm getting at. But
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly think we were not one of the ones, and we have not said that we think Dave Canales was not a good coach. It was just a matter of timing. And that's one thing, like I said, and I'm gonna ask Tony because Tony said he was drinking a little bit. You drinking Kool-Aid right now? Have you drunk the whole pitcher of Kool-Aid, Tony?
What we talking about?
You remember how we do the
Come
analogy
on,
that we all
Tony.
never
No,
mind.
if I didn't understand what you
Tony,
talking about,
let
I
me
can say.
ask me, Doug. Ask me.
So CJ,
Damn,
are you drinking a whole pitcher of Kool-Aid or are you taking a glass of Kool-Aid?
No, I had a glass. It was a very tall glass. I had a glass. I drank a lot of water behind it, and I'm like, okay, cool. Let me enjoy this. And the Kool-Aid is in the pitcher, and it's in the back of the fridge. I'm gonna let it sit there till next week, and hopefully I can drink another glass.
Okay. Now tell
Yeah.
Tony, you get when we talk about drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So
So yeah, what
all
CJ just said.
so you had a glass. So you had a glass. You didn't drink the pitcher.
No, I ain't drinking. I ain't drinking the pitcher.
Okay.
But like I put out in our I put out 3 clips of what we talked about Friday night on our live, and that was one of the things, well, 2 things that I said that we want to see how how competent this team can look with a veteran quarterback behind the offensive line and in this offensive system, and we hope to see what this offense system that Dave Canales have will look like. And both things we saw Sunday. So yeah. But no, I'm not gonna put the cart before the horse.
And I
So
agree. That's the
like
reason
you
why I'm
said,
saying to stock up because I think we all can take a glass of it
Mm-hmm.
because this was not expected. This wasn't supposed to be as dominant as it was on Sunday or on yesterday.
Mm-mm.
This is supposed to be a
Nah.
Mhm.
squeeze by win and a very
Mm-hmm.
hard fought win. But if you see the energy, and I don't know if you guys seen the new clip. I think it was on Vashti with Carolina Blitz. How she showed them leaving the field, everybody leaving the field, and if you look and leading up to what the Panthers drop in that locker room, that's an energy that we have not had. Even the energy when Frank Wright won, and we finally won with Frank Wright, the energy wasn't there.
It
They
wasn't
weren't
like
nice
that.
like that. It was just like, yeah, we won, da 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 da. But you felt that energy on yesterday through the lens of them showing a locker room celebration. So I would say the
Yeah.
stock is up, but I don't think anybody here has put Dave Canales down as not being the right hire, or
Yeah.
his stock was down, or too far up.
Yeah. Hey, and hold on. Miss Ungador, thank you for the $2 super chat. He said Finella.
I don't know. Did we lose him?
Yeah, he cut back out.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead,
But
Tony.
yeah, thank you, Mr. Hunkadory, for the $2 super chat. He said, "Thank for Nella's honesty. We definitely appreciate cousin Nella honesty about everything." So hey, hey, one other thing I wanted to say was, oh, is he back?
Sorry, y'all. Yeah,
No,
I'm
he back.
back.
Go ahead and ask your question,
Okay.
Tony, while he set back up.
We good.
Oh, go ahead, CJ.
Oh, I was going to say, Miss Hunky Dory, thank you for the $2 super chat. I don't know why I got kicked out just now, but
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said for Nella's honesty, and she was saying about me drinking water. Yes, this is a Mountain Dew bottle, but I drank the Mountain Dew and I filled it back up with water. So yes, I am drinking water. That is all. Okay, y'all go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
CJ.
No, sir, I did not. But again, going back to Canales, I did want to say, why I say stock up on Canales, because, I don't think that, you know what, Rock Jones, shut up. Shut up, Rock Jones. Hey, but you know
Dang,
what
boy,
though? I really do think Canales went to Tepper and was like, look, this is what's going on. Do you see the faces of my players? Do you see the morale? You see everybody in the locker room. We need a change. Even if Andy Dalton came in and looked complete ass, it was time to make a change because we were playing bad. You had to see if it was Bryce or if it wasn't Bryce. You had to see what you can do with all these other players because everybody's talking about we
right.
still didn't have bright weapons around Bryce, but as you clearly see, we got enough weapons around Bryce, and Bryce just didn't take advantage of his opportunity to do anything with it. Okay, so that's
Facts.
why I
I
say
would definitely say that.
stock up on Dave Canales and one more person. Hold on, let me see. I think it was I forgot.
Somebody said
Chuba.
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 Yeah.
Chuba. Let me tell you. When I say not only 114 rushing yards, Chuba had 65 receiving yards and a receiving touchdown. And you see how Andy Dalton threw those passes out to him in the flat. When Chuba first got drafted by the Panthers, he could not catch a
Cold.
daggone 10-foot wide inflatable, beach ball if somebody dropped it right on top of him. I mean, he couldn't catch anything. And as you see, also him and Tommy Tremble, they stay after practice every day working on the jugs machine. Look at that catch that Tommy Tremble had in that first quarter.
Talk
Up in
about
the
it.
air, one foot here, 1 foot there, came down with the pass. Chuba Hubbard catching balls out the backfield. So yeah, stock up for Chuba Hubbard too.
Hey, I know we didn't. I didn't clip it. You didn't clip it. But did y'all see that block that Tommy Tremble had
Mm-mm.
on that screen? I think it was for Mingo. Oh my God. He really like just displaced the helmet on the Raiders defender. And he just
Mm.
stood there. He was like looking at him, mean mugging him like, yeah, you about to
Oh, I
get
gotta
this
go
work.
see that.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that was a nasty block. Him and Robert Hunt had the two best blocks of the day.
Oh, hey, Robert Hunt took 41 and slung him out in the parking lot.
Threw
But
him out the
Let me tell
club,
you.
dog.
did y'all see the double trouble? Because Robert Hunt hit him first. Did y'all see Damian Lewis came
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and Damian
Damon
Lewis put
Lewis,
him
yeah.
back on his behind? That
Yeah.
hey,
Mm.
He
that was
got
the
up
double
and
trouble.
Damien Lewis pushed him right back down.
Yep, yep.
Sure did.
That's what's up. Tony the car said Tony stole my whole comment from 20 minutes ago. He said, "I wish I could pin comments."
What comment?
uh,
What comment 20 minutes ago
I
about
don't
Tommy
know.
Trumbull?
Maybe I don't know. But Thomas said Chuba's
Uh,
playing like he wants to be lead back for a few more years. His growth has been excellent despite the poor play of the offense. Not talking about Sunday though. Facts. Facts.
hey, Thomas, it's funny that you say that because me and CJ was talking earlier on the phone, and I was like, quiet as kept with the play of Chuba Hubbard. There, there really would not be a need to rush Jonathan Brooks back from
Mm,
uh, um off the injury reserve. I said, but they would make a hell of a 1-2 punch when he
mm,
is fully healthy and capable um, of returning to the field. So I
yeah.
do think Jonathan Brooks and Chuba Hubbard will be it going forward once he gets healthy and returns to the field or get on
Hey,
the field.
put me down for saying this right now. If Jonathan Brooks comes back healthy and can stay healthy for the season, it's going to be more of a Chuba Brooks mix and less of a Chuba and Miles Sanders mix.
Facts.
Now I don't think they're going to
Facts.
completely toss Miles
Yeah,
Sanders to the
facts.
curb, but I think it's going to be more Chuba and Brooks than Sanders. Sanders will probably be relegated down to running back 3 as far as plays and time on the field. Not saying anything bad about Sanders, but if Brooks comes out there as advertised, we might see
Mhm.
less and less of Miles Sanders. But I hope that they can
Mm.
integrate all of them. I hope it can be like a three-headed monster or something. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
That would be a benefit. That there would
Hmm.
be nothing wrong with that. If Miles Sanders, the third running back, or whatever the case may be. If we're going to run the ball, like Dave Canales said, and we're going to be stubborn with running the ball, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with having that three-headed monster, keeping those guys
Hmm.
fresh and hopefully healthy, but keeping them fresh throughout each game. Oh yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah. Hey, the card said call them passion and patience. Some Chuba and Brooks.
That's
Lord have
so
mercy.
disrespectful. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
god.
So any more stock up for anybody? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Stop
Well,
down.
Billy.
Oh,
Oh yeah, go
okay.
ahead. No, no,
No,
no,
we
no.
going
I
back?
was saying with Billy Goat said we need a power back. I don't think so no more. When I see the way that
Oh,
Chuba is toting the rock, I can't say that right now. I can't say
I
that right now.
can.
I think he's doing a pretty good job of being the power, running with power, leaning forward, picking up extra yardage. You're not seeing him get stopped in the backfield or tackle for loss like early on in his career. So I'm gonna have to. For me, I'm a pause on that one.
You know what? I'm agree with you, Billy Goat. I'm agree with you, and I'm gonna keep pushing for us to get a true power back until we get one. Because now, what was happening last year? Okay, Hubbard was getting the ball. Our offensive line wasn't getting the push. And then just say somebody got through the line. Hubbard didn't have anything. Everybody that met him head on head for the most part tackled him. Okay. Third and short, fourth and short. Some plays it was like third and maybe, half a foot or whatever. And we couldn't, Chuba Hubbard is not that power back that can, okay, well, you know what? My offensive line has done all they can do. Let me go ahead and get this last little to get the yardage that we need. Okay.
Mhm.
That's why I agree with Billy Go. I think we do need that power back. Somebody when they meet, in the trenches and they meet that defensive player, they're going to push them back where they came from. That's not Chuba Hubbard right now, in my opinion.
But just to push back on that a little bit, I think with the way the interior of this offensive line is playing, that is the
Hmm.
strength. You got them hog maulers up there. Them boys love to move some furniture. I think we'll see a big difference as far as getting the push on
Hmm.
defensive linemen than we did last year. So I'm just going to go off of just what we've seen so far this
Hmm.
year, and that coupled with Chuba Hubbard's running style, I think they're
Mhm.
working well together right now.
Okay. And you know what? And let me since we push back, let me push back on that again. Okay. A goal line back. Derrick Henry style back. See, my thing is just for those plays where the offensive line may let one person through. You know, somebody doesn't do right on the offensive line for one play, and that running back has to meet somebody one on one and win. And like I said, and they have to push them wherever the hell they came from. That's why I think we need a power back. Okay. Let me
Mm,
see. And let me see. Thomas said Chuba has been getting slippery. Yes, he has. Nakari said
yeah.
Dylan
Yes,
Johnson
yeah.
is that. I kind of hope so. I hope so. But I highly doubt that you know we will. I don't know if we'll get to see him, you know, unless somebody gets hurt, which I pray they don't. And Austin said, oh no, hold on. Need to go I formation set. I highly doubt you're gonna see I formation out of Dan
Yeah.
Canales. Highly
Pistol,
doubt it.
pistol is basically I formation. When you line them
Yeah.
directly behind the quarterback, that's basically
Mm-hmm.
what I formation is. They call it pistol now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go over to stock down. And knowing the car, we're not going to say Eddie P stock is down. Go ahead, Doug.
Shot total, and I digress. I give y'all all the rest of the time. Shot total stock is down. Go ahead, Tony.
Ian Thomas stock is down. Go ahead, CJ.
Hey, you know what? My only thing I got for stock down is that damn that prevent defense that Everett called later on in the game. That
Well,
was the only thing that kind of wait a minute, Doug. Wait a minute. That whole thing pissed me off. Now I know it was later in the game. I know it was later in the game, but he went back to that, the corners being 10 yards back, and damn if the Raiders didn't just dink and dunk us all the way down the
Yep.
field, 2 drives straight
I
for
have
a
to agree,
touchdown.
CJ. I
Two,
have
I'm
to
sorry, two
agree.
yards, 2 drives straight for a touchdown. And I feel like that's what we saw the first 2 games. Okay. Because they went back to that set where you had 2 interior defensive tackles, and then you had Clowney and whoever else, you know, on the ends. So it was almost like a 4-2-5 set. But I felt like that's damn near all we ran in the first 2 games. But like you said, that's what happened when you get down 7-0, 14-0, or whatever. You know, because we gave up points on the first drive in both of those games. You know, it was a little bit better for the defense in the Chargers game, but the offense couldn't do anything to capitalize on, you know, the defense being able to hold them to, you know, 6 points for like a quarter and a half, I do believe. Maybe a little over a quarter, you know. But yeah, but not really stocked down, but you know, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see he's first to Vernon Butler. God dang. Oh God.
Dang, that's nasty work.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Yeah.
nasty
But
work.
my stock down is that damn prevent defense. Cause I was sitting there, I was like, man, don't y'all sit here and play like this entire game, and then y'all gonna sit there and let them just, you know, dink and dunk y'all for 5-10 yards all the way down the field, 2 drives in a row. But go ahead, y'all.
Hey,
hey, I'm gonna tell you another one. DJ Johnson, because Harris did
Well,
not look
yeah.
bad. Harris did
He
not look bad.
Harris hasn't looked bad for 2 games. Quiet as it's
Not
kept,
look
he
bad.
was getting he was getting this close to Justin Herbert last week, but he just could not get a
hmm
hand on him.
He was
yeah.
getting very close to Gardner Minshew. But I will say this: if Wanham is healthy, DJ Johnson is the last saving hope for Scott Fitterer. Because after that, almost literally outside of the JC Horns and Icky, and I'm not gonna say first round picks. That
Mhm,
draft class and his draft picks are no longer here. And
yeah.
DJ Johnson, again, that project, I know people have said the Bryce Young project is gone. That DJ Johnson project needs to be cut. Needs to be cut.
Mhm,
It's still his second year. I mean, just we 3 games into his second year, and if you would think about it, like you said, with Wano coming back, and you have Charles Harris, that can be some added depth behind uh Jadavion Clowney and whoever will be the starter opposite of him. Because one thing that we talked about um throughout training camp and OTAs and things like that was what about the depth behind the outside linebackers? They wasn't looking too good. So now just because we bringing DJ Warner back, that don't mean that we need to cut DJ Johnson. Now, if you want to put him as a rotational piece behind the starters, I could see them doing that, but I don't think they're going to cut DJ Johnson.
So let me ask you. No, I didn't
Duh,
say cut. Not
hold on,
right.
duh. Look at me. Look at me. Look, I got my hand. Go ahead. I agree
He
with you,
just
duh.
he just wants some attention. Go ahead, Doug.
I got a plastic knife in my hand. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get him. I agree with you, duh. I'm doing all this to say I agree, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna ask Tony which one, Leoto. I hope I'm saying his name right.
Equal
Echo
Leota.
Leota.
Equal Leota or DJ Johnson.
Which one I would keep or take?
No, I'm not even
cut.
saying cutting because DJ Johnson's not going to get cut this year. But next year
Right.
he may, because again, if we draft another DN, he will be cut.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna look too far into
But no,
to
I'm saying
next
right
year.
now, both of them are on the squad. Leota is on the practice squad.
But
So
yeah,
I'm
he's on the
saying
practice squad.
which one would you rather have, DJ Johnson or Iko Leota? Which one?
I like DJ Johnson
Okay.
because
Okay.
even though he's not a premier pass rusher, he is good against the run and he knows how to set an edge. So, like Ivero or any defense coordinator will always tell you, you
Mhm.
have to stop the run in order to rush the passer. But he can set an edge, and he can help in the run game. So I'm good on him with that.
Yeah, but it's like passing downs though. Like he's nowhere to be found. You look at DJ
Yeah.
Johnson. He just getting stood up on the outside of the box like this right here. He
hmm
just it's like he running in place on the treadmill. I hope he
Well,
gets better, but
definitely Wanham and definitely Charles Harris are better pass rushers than DJ
mhm,
Johnson. So on obvious passing downs like that, you would have one of those two lined up opposite Jadeveon Clowney to provide pressure off the edge. But if you're talking about on first and second downs, just to be able to set an edge and provide support in the running game, I like DJ Johnson to I like his chances of being successful doing that. Getting after the
duh.
passer, no, that's not it.
Lord have
Right.
mercy.
That's a fact.
Hey, Billy said, "Give me Leota." Hey, I'm with you on that one. All right, Miss Unky Dory, thank you for another $2 super chat. Have to reevaluate win loss record with Andy as QB. Facts. Facts. Thank you for the super chat. All right. Anything else or anybody else on stock down for y'all?
No, I was going to say I do agree with you on that prevent defense because if there's anything about a defensive scheme or any scheme in pro football,
Mm-hmm.
offense or defensive side of the ball, is that prevent defense. And I was looking at them yesterday, and I'm looking at them lined up 2, 3, 4 yards behind the sticks, not on the sticks, but behind
Mm-hmm.
the sticks, like giving up so much
Mm-hmm.
cushion.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
this is how teams come back on you and beat you. And that's why I said the score was actually the game was actually worse than what the score what the final score was because we gave up two late touchdowns and a 2-point conversion playing that
Mm-hmm.
prevent defense. I'm a firm believer in keep doing what you have been doing all game long, what got you to this point. There was no need to take your foot off the gas. None
Yeah.
whatsoever. I
Yeah.
hate it.
That
I hate
early.
that with a
Yeah.
passion.
Yeah. Hey, and Bradley Champion, speaking of Warner, what's the word on him? It's been a few weeks since we heard anything. I don't know. I still haven't heard anything. I don't know if either one of y'all heard
Yeah.
anything on Warner.
We
Hey,
no, we would know after Sunday's game against the Bengals because that will be the earliest time that people that had been on people that has been on IR and designated to return, so that 4 game minimum will be up. So we will we definitely will see it.
yo, sorry, Doug.
This right here.
Hold
I
on.
know. I laugh. That's already laugh. I put my
See,
face.
Doug, you start down looking like showing up with that head.
Oh, I think I need.
Oh boy. Hey, well, look, let me tell you, if we pull off 2 in a row, I'll show up next Monday with a do-rag on as well. Okay, then you give you somebody they can pick at me instead of you all the time. All right.
It's cool. That don't bother me. You already know what I'm waiting on. Cause
I
I
know that's right,
wanted to get to 5. So you drop that clip, I'm gonna really show out that night. I'm gonna
boy. Lord have mercy. Hey, okay, so Carolina Rush says stock market for Bryce
yeah,
crashed.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
All
what I
right,
said.
so
Yeah.
I'm glad you made that comment because I'm gonna reuse a slide from last week. Okay. Let me ask this again. What now? Okay. And the reason why I
Mm.
asked this is because, okay, is because now I get the feeling. Oh, okay. Let me start by saying this. There was reports that the Panthers turned down 4 trade offers for Bryce Young. 4. Okay. So to me, it seems like the plan is to sit Bryce Young. They still think he is going to be our quarterback, but they're going to sit him down, give him some time behind Andy Dalton, let him learn, take a breather, chill out, try and give his confidence back, all that good rigmarole. Okay. But my thing is now, if this game by Andy Dalton is not a fluke and he goes out there and balls out for the rest of the season, okay? Could you imagine? Could you just imagine if we sat Bryce down, okay? And at this point, at this point, me personally, I say you just go ahead and sit him for the rest of the season. Okay, if Andy Dalton goes out there and keeps us competitive and we win 3, 4, 5 more games, maybe I don't see any reason to bring him back right now. Okay, but I'm not the coach, I'm not the GM, I'm not the owner. All right. So what are y'all scenarios with Bryce right now? What do y'all think should happen?
Go ahead, Duff.
For me, I think it is like, Andy even said, I think during the broadcast, they were saying Andy talked to Bryce. He had to get benched. Nobody likes getting benched. But one thing that I think needs to be spoken up about or spoken on or a talking point, just because you're drafted in the first round does not mean that you need to start. And that's what hurt Bryce. Being a number one
Mm-hmm.
pick, the success of CJ Stroud, which I'm gonna make this quick point. I think people are starting to figure out CJ Stroud. He had 2 bad games back to back, even though that they won one, and then
Mm-hmm.
he did not look good this past week. I think people are realizing when he is not he's off his spot, CJ Stroud is not good. But back to Bryce is this is the more success CJ Stroud has and Bryce doesn't have any type of success, that's gonna hurt his stock. That's gonna hurt the light on him being the number one pick, regardless of what we do here. Um, it's really hard to say. Like I was talking to the 2 big cousins over the weekend. Bryce is going to come back. We don't know when that is. But again, like CJ just said, if Andy is on a roll, which I think he will because he's already happy to play against his former team in the Bengals this upcoming Sunday. So we may have another glorified red rifle game from Andy Dalton. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I do like that they're not giving up because I do still think Bryce has something there. And one thing that we've seen, look at Sam Darnold, look at Baker Mayfield. When they leave Carolina, they've been able to be great quarterbacks at their new designation. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, I honestly think he had a disservice. He had a coach that didn't want him. That's all I'm gonna say. I know people are gonna say, "Well, Doug, look what Sam Darnold was able to do with the weapons in the offensive line that we had last year." Only thing I'm gonna say, the coach did not want him and it showed. Other than that, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's time to move on because again, you invested too much in Bryce Young already. But I do think there is a plan for him, and we just have to see what that plan is.
Yeah. All right. And hold on, Tony, before you go. Hey, Thomas, let me tell you, I was going to say this later. He says if we can't win enough to play for the playoffs, should we play Bryce at that point or Plummer? I almost want to say Plummer. That would be the only way I would be all right with Bryce coming back at this point. If we got to the point, it's like, okay, cool, we are officially eliminated from the playoffs. You know what? Yeah, put him in a couple games and see what he do. But on the off chance, okay, and I'm saying off chance because I'm not putting the cart in front of the horse here. Okay, and the off chance that we actually are hanging around and sniffing the playoffs a little bit, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let Andy play and keep him on the field.
Hey, can I say this? Let Plumber come do that plumbing job for you, CJ. You know what I'm talking about. That's all he needs to do.
Hey, look, I
That's
don't
all
think
he
he
needs
get
to do.
that one either. Hey, but you know what? In the car, you make a good point.
Tony,
Hey, we play. Yeah, because I told both of y'all about that today.
that's all he
Let me
needs to
tell you.
do.
But hey, I spent all yeah. Okay, that's another story. But yeah, we play. Andy Dalton played for the Bengals. We play next week. He played for the Bears, who we played the next week after that. He also played for the Cowboys, who we play later on in the year, and he played for the Saints, who we play again. But this time back at the bank. So hey, I don't know exactly how long the revenge tour might go on for Andy, but I hope he can exact a lot of it this season. But yeah, we play all his former teams this year.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
One thing we talked about Friday, and like I said, I know I mentioned it earlier. I'll say it again. With Andy Dalton, history has always shown us with Andy Dalton, even when he was in Cincinnati or with any other team, he is a true pocket passer. So when you can create a pocket, a clean pocket, majority of the time, Andy Dalton can get the job done for you. So I'm putting a lot of stock into that interior offensive line that they'll be able to keep him upright. I know there was a few pressures that came through yesterday, but hey, that's just football. I seen quite a few people on Twitter and whatnot talking about, yeah, the Panthers should just go ahead and trade Bryce now. They should took one of them offers. Here's what I have to say about that. This is chess, not checkers. Okay, people have to understand the art of negotiation. If Carolina was to balk right now and take one of these trade offers, they are doing themselves a disservice if they're going to try to get the maximum draft, maximum compensation for Bryce Young. You do not want to trade your quarterback whose confidence is broken, who is looking to shell of himself for someone to come along and say, "Oh, we'll give you a fourth or fifth round draft pick," and you just say, "Okay, we're here. Just take it and just be done." I don't think it's that serious. I don't think Carolina's at the point to want to do that. Secondly, he is the number two quarterback behind Andy Dalton. So if you trade Bryce, who will be your number two quarterback? And God forbid, I hope nobody would say, well, Jack Plummer can come in and do what Bryce Young could do as the backup quarterback. No, the hell he can't. Let's just keep it 100. Jack Plummer looked like Jack Plummer in the preseason because he was playing out there with the twos and threes. So if we're gonna talk about Bryce playing against the twos in that one series against Buffalo, you have to think about all the other times when Jack Plummer played throughout the preseason who he was playing against. So let's not get it confused of what we're saying here. Because we know Andy Dalton's 36 years old. He's a little fragile, you know what I'm saying? And there's a good chance, knock on wood, I hope it don't happen, but if he got hurt, I don't think you want to put the confidence in Jack Plummer to carry you for the rest of the season, especially if the season has been going good. Um I think Bryce right now is in the position that he needs to be in. If Andy Dalton continues to play uh like he did Sunday, then yeah, keep Bryce on the bench, let him build his confidence, let him learn more of the playbook, let him be in Andy Dalton ear and try to gain as much exposure and ask as many questions and learn behind a veteran QB and let him see what it looks like to play behind a clean pocket. Maybe a light bulb or something will switch off in his head or whatnot. I don't know. But I think he's in the best position that he needs to be in right now, going forward, not only for himself, but for the Panthers as well.
But and I would say this to that. Now, whatever they can get for Bryce Young now, I think that's going to be as good as it get, Tony. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, if say Andy, now I hope this doesn't happen. Say Andy Dalton gets hurt later on in the season, and Bryce comes in and balls out for a few games. Okay, then it's like you go into the next year. Of course, they're going to keep him. We're going to go through this whole thing in training camp again. And like I think Thomas said, he'll play in the preseason next year. Or whatever. But I think that if they do decide to trade him, now is the time. I don't think they're going to get much more for Bryce than they would now. But if they do end up keeping him, now here's another question.
But
Now I
hold
do
on, hold
saying,
on, let me respond to what you just said before you ask the second question. But to what you just said, if Andy Dalton, God forbid,
mm,
knock on wood that he don't get hurt, but if he got hurt and Bryce comes in and he balls out, why would we even why would we even still be considering trading Bryce Young? Because if he comes in and balls out, wouldn't it be would you be willing to say, okay, well, Bryce got his confidence back? Bryce learned what he needed to learn sitting behind
mm,
Andy Dalton. And now that Andy Dalton is not there, he steps in and he keeps carrying the torch that Andy Dalton had laid before him, and he balls out. Because if he balls out, there's no need to trade him. He's still a rookie on a rookie deal.
mm,
So I wouldn't trade him if he balls out.
yeah. Well, if he does, let's just hope it's not fool's gold though. Okay, you get a few good games out of him. Now, I'm just saying. I'm trying to go through all the scenarios. You get a few games out of him this year, and then we turn around and start next season off like this one. Man, I think, let me tell you, they would probably what if any of the renovation started on the stadium, or they started making that new practice facility out there, I think Panther Nation would go and burn all that to the ground. Just tear it all up. But yeah, but let me see. Nakari said, nah, CJ, just like Miami's going through QB hell, teams are going to get desperate and give up more than they should. Okay. All right.
Hey,
Oh
Gotcha.
no,
Gotcha.
I'm
Hmm?
just laughing at the last one.
can I
Hold
can I
on.
can I say this though, CJ? I'm gonna break it down. It hurt me hearing it. You know how people were saying Bryce should throw for 275 yards. Let's go to first game. First
Yeah.
game they were saying that.
Mm,
Then whenever you see that post locker room speech, Andy Dalton's the first quarterback this year to throw 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Deontay
mm,
Johnson had a career high in yards, which blew my mind.
Fact,
I said,
fact.
"What?"
Yeah, I was shocked too. I
This
was
is
shocked
only
too,
three
Doug.
games. Then Chuba Hubbard
mm-hmm,
had 100 yards. Bryce is in that locker room listening to that. The confidence that I thought he possibly had, I know it was shattered. It was shot right through the glass. You know how you got tempered glass? I know the hole went right through. I was like, this man hearing all these stats, hearing all these
mm-hmm,
accolades, and you could have possibly done this with the offense that you had, and you weren't able to do it. And
mm-hmm,
Andy Dalton, that has not started a game since last year, and he only started because of an injury, and he said that he's looking for the opportunity. I know his confidence is shot. I think he's still a great player, but the problem I need him to the pill to swallow is get your confidence back up, young man. Like Baker said, this happened to him. It's happened to Andy Dalton. This happened to a lot of quarterbacks. Sam Darnold. Again,
mm-hmm.
this is not the end, and that's one thing I'm
Yeah.
hoping. But what
Right.
I do like is they showed a clip that he was the first one to the tunnel, and he tried to shake and congratulate every single player. That's one thing.
Yeah.
He is a team player, but I know deep down it's hard on him because this is supposed to be his team. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
Dave Canales is not just saying one thing and thinking the other. That this is still Bryce is still our future quarterback, and I hope that is you know you're saying one thing publicly, but you can be doing something differently. But again, I need his confidence to be back because his confidence is shattered and it has been shot.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what though?
Facts.
Let me ask y'all this, and I don't know if y'all know. Has he been on a bad team?
No, no,
Yeah,
No.
oh, okay.
no,
Yeah. Because I
never.
mean, he played
Not,
in
not,
Matter
not
Day
even
back in
since, not even since
California.
what do you call that? They don't call it AAU football. What do they call it? Pop Warner.
Oh,
Seven on
Pop
seven.
Warner.
707
Yeah.
and Pop Warner.
Mm,
He has never,
yeah.
never.
I
Even
I think last year really like shook him. And it was he looked good in practice, and we all said it, including myself. I was there. I got plenty of clips on it. Bryce looked good in practice. I thought he was going to go out there and look good in the game. But when the bullet started flying, I mean, it was just, and especially his first throw, an interception.
Yeah.
And I think that was all it took. And maybe man was having flashbacks or something. I don't know. But at this point, I think this is the first time he's had like true, what's the word? He's on a good team now, but I don't know. To me, it seems like that first play just it almost ruined him for the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Did y'all go ahead, Tony? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it ain't that one. It's the one above that I laughed at from the car.
Yeah, I see it. I ain't messing with the car right now. I ain't messing with the car right now.
Wow. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, any other thoughts on what we should do with Bryce Young, or what now for Bryce Young?
Just a wait and see.
Yeah, just to wait and see.
Hey, can I have permission? Can I put Rock Jones in timeout? Because this
leave Rock Jones alone, man. Leave him alone.
Did you see what he just said though?
I see it. I see it. I see it.
I just can't.
But you know what, Doug? Everything he has said tonight, I mean, it's been spot on. We gotta take the good with the bad, man.
You want to know what the problem is?
They almost made Mac Brown retire, dog. That's how bad they played.
That's the issue. It's time for Mac Brown.
They almost made the coach retire.
It's time for him to hang it up. It's time for him to hang it up. It's time for Matt Brown to hang it up. Seriously.
Yeah.
It might be.
It
might be. All right, well, cool. Well, bet. Well, all right, folks. But we ain't gonna hold everybody too much longer. I know the Bills and the Jaguars are playing here, so we'll go ahead and get everybody out of here. And so everybody can watch the Monday Night Football game. So
the second game is about to come on, CJ. You got the Bengals in Washington on ABC. So it's a doubleheader tonight.
I hope my boy Daniel is watching this, and I hope that the Commanders, the Commodores, the Comrades, whatever you want to call them, I hope they take the majorest of L's tonight, so I can text him tomorrow talking cash shit. I hope he is watching. I really do. But hey, final thoughts, y'all. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Doug.
Like I said, you stack. It's time to stack now. This is a winnable game. We're at home. I do think the bank is going to be rocking now. And I made this comment with Clay. I said, everybody wants to laugh at that $1.85. Whoever sold that PSL for $1.85, I know he's upset right now. You ain't going to get that money back, my brother or sister. You ain't going to get that money back. So I do think the bank will be rocking. Like I said, it's on to the Bengals. They had a long flight, because I know that's a long flight from Vegas back home. They had victory Monday. They probably watch tape later this afternoon. It's time to hit the ground back running tomorrow. I mean, you act like you're 0-0. You don't say, oh, we're 1-2, we can go to 200. No, you go 0-0, and you try to get a win and keep stacking those wins and going 1-0 at the end of the day.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah, let me see. So, Cedric, what's up?
Yeah. Hey man, I just hope that we have a good continuation from this past Sunday. I hope that that those guys keep the energy levels high. I hope they stay positive, stay focused. This was a great game to build for the future. And I'm just excited to see what's going to happen next. I want to see how they bounce back from this victory, especially being at home, and give Bank of America something that we haven't seen in a while, and that's a victory.
Okay, thanks. All right, y'all. As always, we thank everybody for joining us. Thank you all for staying through the whole live with us. And if you haven't already, on your way out, please like the stream, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're steadily approaching our goal of 2,000 subscribers. If you're watching us over on Twix, please hit that follow button. We're steadily approaching our goal of 1,000 followers over on Twix. Okay. And as always, okay, you can check us out on all social media at 2 Fans in the Stands as well. But as always, hold on, let me see. One more. That fro looking like prime time Steve Harvey.
Just do this. Do this one time. Do this one time for us, Tony. Just act like you got to pat it.
No, I just want to hear him go. He ain't gonna do it. All right, let me get him over here before he be wanting to fight me. All right, y'all. But as always, I'm gonna take y'all out with 3 things. Number 1, y'all be good. Number 2, y'all be safe. And number 3, as always, Panther Nation, on this glorious Victory Monday, hey, keep pounding, man. We'll see you.
Peace.